Hello and good morning for all the traders who are watching this webinar. This is our live trading and live chart analysis webinar. And you can follow it on Tuesdays, same time. The title is Start Your Morning with Scalping and Day Trading. My name is Zoltan. I'm trader, coach, mentor, and speaker. So remember that trading is risky. As you can see it, trading involves risk and are not suitable for all investors. CFDs are complex instruments and come with a high risk of losing money due to leverage. 80% of real investors accounts lose money when trading CFD with this provider, and you should consider whether you understand how spread bets and CFDs work and whether you can afford to take the high risk of losing your money. So trading is risky, but volatility and risk can be a good tool to make money. But it's not so easy because 80% of the traders are losing money. You can carefully read this. And after that, we will start our live trading event. And if you will have questions, please do not hesitate to ask via chat window, or you can use Q&A window also. Before starting trading, in my opinion, the best you can do to open a demo account. Smaller amount of money of demo account can be maybe 500, 1,000 euro or 3,000, 4,000 euro. And you can try trading, scalping and day trading or long-term investment with some demo accounts to try to avoid bigger mistakes. Use smaller lot sizes and always use stop loss. Before you learn trading, just practice on demo account, but if you see nice opportunity on the markets, you can open a real account also. But now we have to talk about the charts. As you can see, we have many products, and some of them are very good for scalping. For example, Euro, DAX, American indices, American equities, oil, gold, some currency pairs, and so on. And you can use our mobile application also. Let me switch to my MT4. You can see that I have some positions. I will close this one with some minus. We will come back here later. The chart is going down, so we have to react. Until we wait for entry setup, we have to check DAX. This is a nice uptrend and the ranging period now. Look at these two trend lines. If the chart is breaking down its trend lines, maybe it's better to close the position. We will see what we can do. Let's go to M1 chart. You can see that we have got the position here. I will modify the stop loss under this level. This is a trade from yesterday, and I will close 0.60, a little bit more than half part of the position, and we have to wait. Okay. If you want to make a scalping trade now, I will show you how to do it with a bigger lot size. Please avoid big lot sizes. Use 0.10, 20, 30. I open the two lots trade. I set the stop loss under the lowest point of the candlestick. My risk is $13, and I will set the take profit level around this area, and we will see what will happen soon. The reason of my entry, it's very simple. Just draw a trend line from here and draw a parallel trend line from here. We are just following the trend. This is an uptrend trend line. If we will remain in the uptrend, maybe we will make money. If not, we will get the stop loss. With the other position on DAX, I will use a trailing stop, right click. Trailing stop will be set. Just a minute, I will modify this here. So right click on DAX and set the trailing stop to 2 points, for example, customize. 2 point is 200, and look at what will happen here. If the chart is going down, this position will be stopped with a $1 plus. If the price is going up, it's jumping up, it's almost $2. This is trailing stop. Some of the scalpers are using this method. I will set this trend line to parallel, something like this. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So now we are waiting continuation of the uptrend. If not, we will lose some money, but it's only demo account, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let me check what happens on Dow Jones. Here, nothing special. And let me check NASDAQ. We have got one position on NASDAQ. The stop loss is far away, so I will modify the stop loss somewhere here. And I will close 0.30 because I don't want to have big risk because I have got tax position. It's a little bit bigger. So, dear traders, in some hours or maybe half an hour, we will see the direction of the market. But until that, we have to wait. And let's talk about some theoretical things. For example, let's go to gold's chart. Just some words about scalping entry setups. As you can see here, we have a double bottom with a trend line break in, and we have another double bottom with a trend line break in. So you can go long if the main trend of gold is bullish. As many of you know, we are around near to historical highs in gold. So in that case, it happens that double tops, reversal patterns are false trading setups for short traders. If there is a neckline break in here, this is the neckline of the double top. And if it is a false breakdown, it's not for sure, but it can happen that maybe the chart will go up. So this is an uptrend. If the uptrend, the trend channel is breaking, you can go short and look at the horizontal trend lines, the top of the double top, the neckline, and so on. Almost all the trend lines approached by the chart. So if you open a short position by the trend line break-in, it can be a good decision. If the main trend is still bullish, like it is now, this support zone may be working. So you can buy the support and you can sell or close partially when the resistance level, this is the last resistance level, is approaching. If the chart is breaking the last resistance level, you can draw a trend line like this blue one, and just follow the trend. And maybe one day it will be broken, but until that, you can make some money. Look at the trend line breaking and look at the big double top. Always, if you are a scalper, I suggest you to use partial closing, because if you don't use partial closing, it may happen that you will lose money. You enter a short position here, you set the stop loss to the top of the double top, and you will see what happens. And draw another trend line and focus on it. It's very important. So open a short position, close partially somewhere here, 60–70%, and keep the rest until we are under this trend line or this trend line. If the trend line is breaking, you can close your short position, or if you are brave, you can hold it, but maybe you will get a stop loss around this area. This trend line is the downtrend trend line. If it is breaking, maybe the chart can go up. And you can see that happened here. Sometimes support zones are working for entry setups, but many times trend channel breakings or trend line breakings can be good trading setups. If the chart is at around historical high, maybe sometimes you have to look for short trading positions. If you see, for example, double top here and so on. This is a false breakout. We are above the resistance, but we are coming back again under the resistance level. False breakout is a good entry setup for scalpers and day traders. False breakdown here is the opposite side. You can go long, set the stop loss somewhere here. So with gold, you can make money, and it's very important that the chart can test back this diagonal or horizontal trend lines. You can see that all the horizontal trend lines will be target prices. Maybe we will not reach all of them, but it's okay. And if you see a double top, maybe it's a good idea to go short and set the stop loss somewhere here. Remember, if the main trend is short, like it is at this part of the screen, double bottom, it's very risky to trade because they are false sometimes. So that was with gold. If you don't like to scalp, just draw simple trend lines as day traders use. For example, this one, this is a downtrend. If the downtrend is breaking, you can go long. But remember, resistance level is a good opportunity to close partially. Maybe we will approach these zones also, but the best you can do, close 50, 60, 70% here. Your stop loss is around this area. Maybe you will make money, maybe you will get the stop loss, but if the partial closing part of your position is bigger, it's a good decision. And then later, maybe you will try again to go long if the market will change direction, like it is trend line. You can see lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And entry setup is here. Target prices are here. And you can use partial closing. If the main trend is bullish, you can decide when to buy double bottoms, or this one. This is a strange one. And you can decide when to close position. For example, if you are afraid that the last part of the chart will be a double top, you can close all, or you can set the stop loss under the support, number 1 or number 2. If you set the stop loss here, you will make more money. And now we are here. Let's go back to DAX. We got the stop loss, and I will open 2 positions. I will set the stop loss around this zone. Please do not use similar lot sizes like I'm using now. This is a bigger trading account. And I can afford this risk. It's a little bit big, but I will set it closer. Somewhere here. So we have got 2 positions. If the nice trend line is breaking, we will go out from this trend channel and we will go up. I just bought the support and the reversal from the support. We will see what will happen. Maybe later today we will get better and better trading setups. Nasdaq is still going down. I will not open a long position here. I will focus only on DAX. If the main trend of DAX will remain short, look at this false breakout on the top. That's why we are in short trend. If the main trend will remain short, I will stop trading. If not, I will maybe open later today more trades. And I can close some part of my previous positions. So right click, modify or delete order, market execution, and I will close half of the position. Yesterday was a good day on this demo account. Until we wait, let me check some share positions for long-term investors. I used to check daily chart of S&P 500, sorry. Resistance is near here. Support is here, the first one. Until we are in a range, if you are a long-term investor, you can keep your shares. And remember, this is a nice uptrend, but focus on this trend line. This is not an advice, just my opinion. If you like better, for example, to be on the safe side, you can use stop loss to the break-even point if you have any shares, or if you have S&P 500 index, you can set the stop loss somewhere here or under the support zone. Okay, so let's check some shares we had last week. Commerzbank, correction, partially closed because of the double bottom, and maybe it will be a good decision, but maybe I cannot do it now because the market is still closed. Set the stop loss higher. We have to focus on Commerzbank when the market is opened. Maybe something will happen. About American shares, you can see Amazon is still going up. It's a ranging period. Maybe this is a double top or a false double top. But for long term, it was a nice entry setup. Tesla, H4, maybe double top or maybe false double top. If there is a false breakdown under the neckline, maybe we will approach higher levels. We will see. Stop loss is at the break-even point, as you can see. And let's check Microsoft. As always, almost always, Microsoft is going up. If investors are happy, they like to buy the biggest technological shares like Apple, Amazon, and so on. So now let's go back to DAX. Unfortunately, on the other account, maybe we got the stop loss. I will show you some trading mistakes. Let's go back to the other account. What is trading mistake? For example, we lost some money today. It's only $2. It's not a big deal. But if it is minus $100, $200, $300, the most important thing, you must not gain back your money the same day. If you increase the lot size to incredible, horrible, crazy lot size, because you want to gain back your money, this is psychological effect. In my opinion, 80, 90, almost 100% you will lose money because this is psychology. My experience, not a trading advice. If you want to trade safely, just use smaller lot sizes, closer stop losses if you're a scalper. If you're a day trader and you believe, for example, in continuation of the trend, you can set the stop loss a little bit far away, but never take big risk. This is only $1 minus. The other one will be, this was 100, and this one was, for example, $1 and this is 9. So it's nothing. But if you focus on the big lot size trade, you will see that our risk is a little bit big. To lose $42, it's not a big deal on this big account, but remember that one day, if you do this, you will lose money. Now I am happy because I can see that this is a false breakdown, but this was a trading mistake. If the continuation of this downtrend channel will occur, I will get a stop loss. Maybe this is a falling knife, and I just buy the bottom of the chart, and maybe all day we will see a movement downwards. So dear traders, if you get a stop loss 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, it's okay. But if you lose $40, $50 or more with one stop loss and you lose 5 times a day in a row, it's not so good. So that's why I suggest you to lose $5 or $10 or a little bit more, not hundreds of dollars with one stop loss. If you are very rich and you have money, $100,000 on your trading account, you can imagine that these numbers are a little bit different. Never take bigger risk with one position than 2 or 3% or daily 1, 2, 3, 4%, because if you've deposited all your money to your trading account and you take 10% risk per day or per trade, you will lose maybe all your account. And it's not so easy to get back. For example, if you deposit 1,000 euro to a brokerage company, and now your balance or equity is 378, it's not so easy to triple your account and gain back the money. If your drawdown is around 15, 20, 25%, just go back to your demo account, practice, and only if you see a very, very good opportunity to trade or invest, only in that case, you should buy or sell this instrument. Okay, so we have to wait. This is a false breakdown. It's for sure that if we will not close, this candlestick will not close above the red horizontal trend line, in that case, we will get a stop loss. If the green candlestick will close above the blue downtrend trend line and the red horizontal trend line, in that case, maybe we will make money. The chart can go up until this level. We will see. But remember, this lot size is quite big. I don't care if I will lose money on this demo account, but the most important thing that when the markets are opening, volatility will be higher and higher. And in that case, you can decrease the lot size and set the stop loss a little bit to a little bit bigger distance from your entry to minimize the risk. For example, if I trade with one lot, just an example, 1 point is $1 plus or euro plus, it's okay. My stop loss is, for example, to 10, 20 points. I can lose $10, $20 or euros. But if the markets have news or, for example, NFP data comes or Federal Reserve speaks or something like this, or opening hours, I will go back to 0.30 lots, just an example, and set the stop loss to 30, 40 points. As a day trader, because if the volatility is against me, I don't want to lose too much money. So day traders, until we wait, in my opinion, we will wait for the stop loss. Just check some entry setups on euro dollar. If the main trend is a downtrend, you can trade double tops for 5 or 10 pips. And remember, in a downtrend, if you buy, for example, a double bottom here, just prepare for the other scenario. It's almost always like this. Because if this is a double top, you enter here and close partially somewhere here, 60, 70%. The other scenario, if you draw a trend line from the left bottom to the right bottom, maybe I saw double top, but this is double bottom, I don't remember, sorry. If you go short around this area to continue the trend, it's for sure maybe that stop losses of these traders will be activated soon. So counter trend line break-ins and false double bottoms and the double tops in a short trend, and sometimes head and shoulders or bigger double tops in a short trend. I mean this one. Use multi-time frame analysis. So M1, M5, M15 chart analysis with trend lines with levels. If you like better to go long, just an example, choose this head and shoulders, draw the neckline. It's a reverse head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder. Go long here. Target price is the breakdown level. One rectangle for the partial closing, 70%. One rectangle for the stop loss, somewhere here. And you will see what happens. If you draw this rectangle, you will imagine that those who are opening long positions here, they have the stop loss here. Those who are opening long position for this double bottom, they have their stop loss here. So they are, these two horizontal level support zones are your target price if you open the short position here or here for the trend line break-in, for example. So these are your target zones if you go short. Okay, let's go to USD Japanese, M1, just an example. Some theories, double top or this double top. It's good for shorts or this one. If you don't see chart pattern or trend line break-in, you don't trade. If you are a hunter and you are hunting for the reversal patterns, for example, reverse head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, you enter here. And remember, partial closing is very important. Because if you will see that the trend line is breaking, it's for sure that you will get a stop loss. So in a downtrend, be prepared. Reverse head and shoulders and double bottoms maybe will be false. You just trade the double tops. You can see the result is here. Okay. Let's go to gold. Nothing special happened. Let's go to euro-dollar live chart. It was a nice opportunity. I missed it, sorry. Double top, this one. False breakout under the neckline. So it's a false double top. You can go long here, or you can draw from the left top to the right top a trend line, and you can make some money. Can be maybe 5 pips. With one lot, it's $50. With 0.10, it's $5. And you can use partial closing now, or you can use a trailing stop. This was a false breakdown, and this was a false breakdown. Both were good entry setups. So now, in some minutes, DAX will move very fast, in my opinion. Until that, we have to check what happens on Dow Jones, for example. Absolutely downtrend. So that's why this DAX trade is risky. The most important thing, some of you told me that it's okay that you are showing us sometimes good trades, bad trades, but the trade quite good. And what about mistakes? That's why I'm showing you mistakes many times to avoid bigger mistakes. If I decide that, for example, my target on this big account is plus minus 2, 3, 4, 500, and now it's only -2, it's okay, I don't stop trading. But if I approach my negative target, maximum loss limit, 2, 3, 4, 500, I don't care, what is it? Less than 1% of this big account, or maybe I can set it to 2 or 3%, but it's 1,000 or more. I have to have a trading plan. I have to have a money management plan, and I have to have a plan for losing day and winning day. And do you know how easy to break the rules of your plan? If you are an experienced trader, it's very, very easy. Because if we work, we want to make money. It's simple. Imagine that if you don't have a job and you are only a trader, it's very, very risky, because you have to make money almost every month or every quarter, year. And if you don't have savings and you don't have income because you don't have a job, it's very, very risky. It can be a good decision as a side job, investing, mixed with trading. If you cannot feel the direction of the market, just stop trading. This was a bad decision. The plan was good. The result is bad. And the last thing, never open positions without stop loss. Never open positions to the same direction with big lot size without stop loss, because one day you will lose a lot of money. I make these mistakes now. Maybe I will keep these positions, maybe I will close it with minus. And be careful if you start trading, because one day, if you don't use stop loss, you will lose money. And it's very easy to set the stop loss. For example, if I don't want to lose more than $200 today, I just set the stop loss somewhere like this. Or I just set the stop loss, for example, like this. If you calculate all of your risk, it's around 200 or 300, I don't care. But the most important, without stop loss, you must not trade. If you do this, just simply click on it or set the stop loss manually. I have to move this away. For example, modify or delete order, and you type here 2,000, 20 points from this price, and you can set the take profit to, for example, 60 points. and you can go away. But in my opinion, the best if you never stand up until you trade. Scalping and day trading is not a all-day exhausting thing. Sometimes it's enough half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, and maybe for some of us, the best you can do to wait for the market opening hours, or you can trade with American opening hours. If you have a job, you just go home at 3, 4, 5 o'clock p.m. Just wait for the American opening hours. Now I lost money. Many times you saw that I made money. It's not a big deal. But remember, some traders are losing money almost every day. This was a nice trading account. Now the balance is amazing. But never forget to avoid the big lot sizes. Try 0.10, 0.20, 0.30. And always, if you choose a new instrument, open up the new account and try it. Maybe gold or natural gas, or maybe other products, so $, or Euro Japanese, you will experience different movements. Maybe the lot sizes should be a little bit lower. So you can open anytime a demo account. Just try everything, because I want you to avoid this kind of big trading mistakes. You can see that if the market is going against me, like it is now, I try to stop trading because I don't want to lose all of my money. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to type it to the chat window. If you don't have, just remember my trading mistakes. And in my opinion, next Tuesday, the same time, we will meet. Soon, these positions will be closed by the stop loss or by me. And never trade against the trend, only if there is a trend line break-in. For example, if you draw a trend line like this and the parallel trend channel like this, if we are above this trend channel, you can trade with 0.10, 20, 30. This is not advice. Set the stop loss under this, and your loss will be, your potential loss will be not a big money. If you cannot sit at your computer, you have to set the stop or the take profit level, something like this, or you can set a trailing stop, which can be, for example, 5 or 6 points, and that's all. So traders, my task is to stop trading, not to get back this minus $50. Maybe relax, sit to my computer only in the afternoon or tomorrow, because sometimes we have to close our days with losing trade. In my opinion, these take profit levels are very good, but who am I to predict the market's movement? So what to do? Partial closing, trailing stop, close all. You can decide anytime. And remember, risk-reward ratio is very important if you trade. For example, let me switch to Dow Jones, if I can. You can see that false breakdown here. Right-click, modify your delete order. Market execution, I will close 4 of the 5. That's all. No more risk, because if you check where is my stop loss, I don't know. It's far away, sorry. So I will set it closer. It's not so far away. In my opinion, delete the screen. I will set the stop loss somewhere here. My risk is only minus 5. And I will keep the rest. Maybe I will set closer to the false breakdown lowest points. My risk is -3.4. Now the account has positive result. Maybe. No, not yet. But we have to wait. In my opinion, the best I can do to close all and come back later. Because now DAX still slipping. Maybe in some minutes we will see a nice movement. But for a trend line break-in, this is now maybe in 1 minute we will see clearly what will happen. My target is to trade without stress. So that's why I don't get the result. I can click on these buttons and close all. Next time, next week, we will continue. Today, if you have time, just wait for the American opening hours and practice on demo account. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Check the chart in 5 or 10 minutes. What happened? Maybe stop loss, maybe take profit, maybe breakout, maybe partial closing. Just the most important thing is the right money management, lower lot size, and be prepared psychologically. And if you have time, just read as many chart analysis on as many time frames as you can to learn and practice. And follow our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.